Potentials.
Hello, welcome to Potentials. Afolabi Adun is my name, and I'm your regular host on Potentials. Today we'll be looking at 21 common causes of business failure. Why do businesses fail? Nobody starts a business for it to fail, but why do businesses fail? So I've done a personal research and I've come up with 21 reasons businesses fail. If you can only listen and then you guard against them, your business will not go anywhere near failure or extinction. What are those common causes of business failure? Number one, going into business for the wrong reason. Sometimes people go into business for the motive is wrong. You got upset in your office because your boss talked to you anyhow, then you just started a business the following day. You heard that your friends were starting a business, then you just started. No conviction. No direction, no vision, no genuine motivation. So going into business for the wrong reason. And if you don't have a genuine conviction to start business, you will get into trouble and problems when you face challenges. So make sure you are going into business for the right reasons and with the right motive. Not out of competition, not out of malice, not out of envy, and not out of compulsion. Number two, choosing a wrong business. Doing a business that isn't profitable. You need to do your survey. Don't just go into any business now just because you have the money. Some businesses have a very short lifespan. Some are not profitable. Do your survey. What do people need? And the easiest way to look for a particular business is to find out what people need. There are some businesses that will die a natural death because their products are not in demand. So find out, what do people need? 3, wrong location. Sometimes you have a beautiful business, but location is wrong. There's a particular eatery in the city where I stay. Beautiful eatery. Wonderful facilities, but the location is wrong. The road to the place is bad. The area is located, is crime prone. You park your car, by the time you come out, your car has disappeared. Nobody's going to go there. So you do not have to locate your business just because you have a property somewhere. No. Somebody once told me, my uncle gave me a 4-bedroom apartment. So I want to start my restaurant there. I said, where is this apartment? It says it's in a housing estate. You can't start a restaurant inside a housing estate. People won't come. People won't come. At least most people won't want to go there. So your location will determine whether your business will stay far or will die. Another reason businesses fail, inadequate cash reserves. You have forgotten that when you start a business, you're not going to start making profits immediately. So between when you start a business and when profit starts coming in, what are you going to be surviving on? How will you be paying salaries? How will you pay your bills? How will you be buying your raw materials? So no cash reserves. So the business is strangulated and then you begin to eat into capital. Next, failure to clearly define and understand your markets, your customers, and their buying habits. You must understand your markets. When do they buy? At what time of the year do they buy this thing the most? What are their likes? What are their dislikes? What are the incentives you can offer? Understand your market. Understand your customers. Understand the buying habits. For example, we know that in December, there are certain products that sell. The Christmas tree, the Christmas decorations, the Christmas lights. If you want to start selling the Christmas tree in January, you're not going to sell. We know that in September, children are going back to school. So school bags will sell. School books will sell. School sandals will sell. But you cannot start selling school bag and school sandals at the middle of the session. So you must understand the buying habits. When it's rainy season, there are things that move. You can't start selling umbrella during Harmattan. Did you get that now? Next, failure to price your product or service correctly. You just set a price based on what you think should be the price. It doesn't follow. It's I know what I put into this, so it cannot be less than ₦1,000,000 that I'm going to take for this. It doesn't follow. You know what you put into it. Your customers don't know what you put into it. There's something called competitive pricing. You need to find out what others are charging. You need to find out. Sometimes you even have to go below so that you can penetrate the market. Because they are already in the market. You want to start a soft drink business, how are you going to compete with Coca-Cola? You cannot price what Coca-Cola is pricing. You want people to buy, then you might need to come down to at least attract them. So don't outprice yourself. Understand the fact that you are not, people who are selling high, they are not just selling the product, they're also selling their name. They're also selling their name. You don't have a name yet. You're just starting. You're just starting. Rolls-Royce is not just selling a car. They're selling the name. And you will pay for the name before you even pay for the car. They combine that. And it takes years to build a name, to build a brand. The Coca-Cola brand has taken almost 100 years. You just started your soft drink company. You want to price what Coca-Cola is pricing. It doesn't work that way. They are big organizations. The accounting firms, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Arthur Anderson, and all these big guys. Then you start up your accounting firm today and you want to charge what they are charging. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. So you must ensure you have the right price, not just based on what you put into the product, but also based on your brand, your name. Are you a brand? Are you a household name? Did you get that now? You're making soap. Okay, that's fine. You put in so much. But remember, you don't yet have a name. You don't have a name like Lux. You don't have a name like Joy. You don't have a name like Imperial Leather. You don't have a name like those. So you need to also understand that those guys are adding their name to the price. That's why it's expensive. That's why Lamborghini is expensive. That's why Rolls-Royce, that's why Bentley is expensive. That's why Mercedes-Benz is expensive. They are all cars. But the price of a Benz is not the same thing as the price of something else. So until you have your name, you have your brand, you have to be ready to stoop low. All right? So your pricing, you must consider that. Next, failure to adequately anticipate cash flow. Next, failure to react to competition, to technology, and to other changes in the market. I said this to you, competition is natural. Don't pray for your competitors to die because they're not going to die, they're not going to shut down. You are the one that will step up your game. Competition brings out the best in products, it brings out the best in people. Once there's no competition, you begin to dictate. But the minute there's competition, you step up your game. You step up your game. All right? So react to competition well. Don't be upset with competition. Find out what are they doing and develop the internal competence to stay ahead of your competitors. All right? Then you must also, next one, you must also adapt to change. Adapt to change. Adapt to trends. There's something called market trends. There's something called innovation. When Nokia was folding up, so to say, when they were shutting down, if I might use that word, the MD said, we didn't do anything wrong. Our competitors simply did better than we did. Who would have believed that BlackBerry will go out of existence? Because they refuse to respond to change. They refuse to innovate. They refuse to be dynamic. They refuse to step up their game. Organizations that refuse to innovate will die a natural death. And that's why I have a lot of personal respect for Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is one company that they innovate a lot. They started with Coke, Coca-Cola, Coke. That was their first product. And then they said, somebody must have felt, but one of those people that don't want Coke, that because of the cola content, they don't want cola. How do we reach them? So they came up with Fanta. So if you don't want Coca-Cola, you will like our Fanta orange. Then they say, what of those that don't want cola, they don't want orange, they came up with Sprites. You see innovation? What of those that don't want anything sweet, they want something bitter, they come up with a bitter lemon. What of those that don't want any taste at all, they came up with the soda, those that want soda, they came up with the tonic Fanta. They just kept on innovating. And then they got to a point. What of those that don't want anything to do with soft drink? They come up with juice, Five Alive. It's their product. Five Alive. Wow. So people say, well, what of those that don't want Coke, don't want soft drinks? They don't want juice. They come up with Ever water. So whichever way, your money must enter Coca-Cola's pocket. You see innovation? You see dynamism? You see people thinking? So you must innovate. You must be dynamic in your business. Don't just face one thing. So dynamism. Respond well to competition. Respond well to innovation, to changes. All right? Take advantage. Next, refuse to take advantage of technology. You are stuck in your old ways. A business is stuck. No website, no social media presence, no marketing strategies. You just sit down with your hole and accept people to come in this 21st century. People should come to your office. You're not on Google search. You don't have a website. You don't have, you're not even on social media. You don't have a social media handle. How in the world will that business grow? That business will die a natural but certain death if you start to take advantage of technology. Brothers and sisters, take what I'm saying seriously. Social media is so cheap. It's the cheapest and perhaps the largest form of advertisement. One click, 1,000 people and we will know about your business. But you're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. Every week, I talk to thousands of people all over the world from the comfort of my home. Because I'm on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, which I'm talking to you now on that channel. As I last time, we're almost about 600 subscribers. About 8,000 visits, views. So take advantage of technology. It's cheap and it is there for you. All right, next. What number am I? Next. Uncontrolled growth. Don't forget, we are talking about common causes of business failure. Uncontrolled growth. You just keep expanding without limitations, without restraints. You have to be careful because the more you expand, the more you overhead, the more people you will need. And among those people, some will not be trustworthy. So you need to master a particular place, put structures in place there, so that can run without you. Then you can now move to the other side. Stop having branches and all that, and then you begin to die a natural death. All right. So uncontrolled growth. There's a particular eatery in my country, Nigeria. I don't want to call the name because this is on air. All right, but they were everywhere. About 10 years ago, everywhere. I'll just tell you the first name, then you can finish it. It's called Mr. Something. I won't tell you the rest part. You know, they were selling franchise everywhere. They were in every nook. But now, how many branches, how many outlets of that eatery is still on? Uncontrolled growth. Because you see, when you grow too fast and too wide, you cannot maintain standards. It's difficult to maintain standards. So you need to ensure that your growth is according to your capability and your capacity. And if you're going to give anybody your franchise, you must insist on certain things. If you buy KFC chicken in Nigeria, it's the same as KFC chicken in America. Because there are certain basic things they insist on. So uncontrolled growth. Next, overdependence on a single customer. I think that's number 11 or so. This is another reason some businesses fail. Overdependence on a single customer. No matter, I say this to you, no matter how well you are being patronized by a single customer, do not stick to only one customer. Still do your marketing. Even if it's only one organization that is giving you billions, still get more. Because you see, the day that organization goes down, you go down. You go down. I was a victim of that. Some years ago, I was depending on a single customer. All my trainings, everything was just from them. And I was comfortable. They were always engaging me. And then in the city I stayed. And then decided to leave that city. They relocated to another city called Port Harcourt. And I was broke. I had too many structures on ground where I was. Family, everything, so I couldn't move with them, and that cost a lot. Before I could put my house in order and move, other people are taking up the services I was rendering. And yet, I had always known that I wasn't doing the right thing by depending on one customer. It doesn't matter. Even small business like laundry, even if it's one organization, one big hotel that has given you the contract for their laundry, still look out for other hotels. Look out for that. So, but depends on a single customer. Next, no customer care policy. You treat customers anyhow. No retention plan. No, you don't talk to your staff about treating customers well. Your business will die because the customer makes paydays possible. Are you listening to me? I'm sure you are. Next, no planning. No strategic planning. You act arbitrarily. You just do things on the spur of the moment, the way you feel like. Your business will die. It's not a cost, it's a promise. No planning. Next, failure to understand and communicate with what you are selling. Do you understand what you are selling yourself? If you don't understand what you are selling, you cannot market it. I want to have a haircut in a salon some years ago, and a young guy came to meet me. He was selling a book. He entered the salon and was selling a book. And I asked him some questions about the book. So what's it about? Talk to me about it. Okay, if you read this book, your life will not be the same. In fact, there's somebody just talk to me about it. Basically, what is it saying? Okay, just read it first. I knew he hadn't read it. He did not understand it. So how do you market what you are not aware of? Understand your product. Understand your product, understand your service, and then you communicate it well. Communicate it well. Don't delegate communication of your business to others. Be the one to talk concerning your organization. Be the one, because you know exactly what you want to achieve. Next, poor packaging of service or products. Another reason businesses fail. The product is beautiful, but the packaging is wrong. The packaging is poor. Package your business well. Package your product well. Package your services well. Your proposals that are going out should be sweet, should be super, should be standard, should be world class. Your websites, your social media page, your productions, whatever it is, try and package it as well as you can. No half measures. No substandard things should come out from you. Your appearance. All these little things make a lot of difference. Because you see, you are just coming to the business. And you are trying to make a first impression. And people see you before they hear you. People see your product before they try the product out. Your packaging is important. Because you see, first impressions last longest. And unfortunately, you will never get a second opportunity to make a first impression. Once you have missed it, you have missed it. So, package your product well. Package your service well. Package your organization well. Next, putting too much trust in people. You trust people too much. Your business will not, you cannot afford to trust people too much. Trust people with the business funds, with the company secrets, with your marketing secrets. No, don't divulge every information to people, all information to people. Next, excessive overhead. Your overhead is too much. So you are eating more than you can chew. So the little money that is coming in is going to service liabilities, not assets. Ask yourself this question. Do you really need all the stuff you currently have or are thinking of getting? I don't know some things you can do on your own for now. Do you need all that furniture? Do you need that size of office? Do you need that, whatever it is? Excessive overhead. Excessive overhead. Next, not reinvesting your profits. That's another common cause of business failures. You don't reinvest the profit. As soon as money comes in, profit comes in, you start engaging in pleasure and luxuries. Nothing wrong with luxuries, but this is not the time. This is not the time. Plow that business back. So the first 10 million naira has come in for the business. Ask yourself, what can I upgrade? Is it the technology? Do we step up our marketing? You get what I'm saying? Don't take that money out of the business for things that don't concern the business. So not reinvesting your profits into the business. Next, seeing the business money as your money. That's the easiest way to make your business fail. Discipline yourself. Put yourself on salary, if possible. Put yourself on salary. Don't put your hands into, have a separate account for the business, then yours is separate. Seeing the business money as your money will make your business die. Then next, improper accounting and accountability, and no spending restrictions, no accounting, no records, no checks and balances, no accountability, no budgeting, no financial statements. You just run the business from your pocket. No, that's not. No requisition forms, no receipts for payments received. All right, and no insistent receipts for payments made outside. All right, and then lastly, hiring the wrong people. When you have the wrong people working for you, your business will die. We live in a world where people are looking for how to shortchange their organizations. Make sure you do not hire on sentiments. Don't hire based on, all right? No, hire based on competence. Hire based on integrity. Make sure that you have the right team. Because no matter your business idea, it's people that will drive the business ideas. And if they are wrong, you'll do that. So those are 21 common causes of business failure, which I've shared with you. I'm sure you've learned something today. The name again is Afolabi Adun. The contact is 08061 214116. Potential is open for sponsorship. Send us something to keep Potentials on air and help us to reach a wider audience. Thank you, and see you at the top, because that's where you belong. God bless you.
Potential.